Finally, today I'm joined by Michelle Bish, Executive Director of the Northeast Oklahoma Regional Alliance, or NORA.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. I'm glad you're here because before we even start talking, I want to recommend a book to you. The Associated Press put out a book called, and I believe the title is They Call It. And the reason I want you to take pains to get one, it goes every village, hamlet, wide spot in the road, town, city, whatever in Oklahoma, and how it got its name.
Oh,
Just a little brief paragraph.
yeah.
And it's well worth your time. I've had mine for years, and it's become a Bible to me.
Sounds very
When I'm
interesting.
dealing with a small town somewhere or a little village, and I want to know more about it. Anyway, I didn't mean to get off on a tangent, but a little bit about NORA. What do you guys do?
Sure. So NORA is a nonprofit organization. We're focused on community and economic development in rural Northeast Oklahoma. So we cover 14 counties. We're really focused on capacity building and advocacy for those communities we serve, and also regional marketing. We want to amplify the voice of Northeast Oklahoma and tell our story well so the rest of the state knows what an incredible place Northeast Oklahoma is to live, work, and raise a family.
How old is NORA?
NORA was established in 2011, so we've been around a little while.
Yeah, so it's been here for a goodly number of years, at least enough to be able to say, we got our teeth sunk into this.
Yes, absolutely.
What's down the road for you?
Well, coming up, we have a legislative reception that we're pretty excited about. This is an opportunity for Northeast Oklahoma to engage with state legislators and state leadership. It'll be February 25th at the Oklahoma History Center from 5 to 7 p.m. We're really excited about our speaker lineup, which includes the Principal Chief of the Cherokee Nation, Chuck Hoskin Jr., who I'm sure you've had on here a time or two. Also, Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell and Attorney General Gentner, Drummond, as well as Heather Turner from the Oklahoma Department of Commerce. So we've got an incredible lineup. We're excited to hear from each of these speakers. We'd like to hear more about their thoughts on collaboration with rural Northeast Oklahoma, but also beyond that, it's an opportunity for Northeast Oklahomans to convene under one roof and advocate for the needs of the region. It's a real opportunity to have an impact on Northeast Oklahoma. So we hope it's exciting to be able to hear from our speakers, but we also hope it's meaningful in that we're able to engage with state leaders about the needs of Northeast Oklahoma and advocate for those needs as well.
You know, Mr. Drummond, I have a feeling will occupy the governor's office shortly. You know, at the way things are going and the way he's behaving, and he's going to knock it out of the park.
Well, we're excited to hear from him.
Yeah. What do you find lacking most in the region that you serve?
You know, if you're talking from a technical perspective, we hear a lot about community needs for infrastructure, and so that's very important. But also, I think, and this is where I think NORA is complementary to the region, there's a real opportunity to bring our needs together and unify our voice, and that's part of what NORA does, bringing our communities together from those 14 counties and giving them an opportunity to convene and tackle those needs collaboratively. The legislative reception is one example of that. We have an annual summit that we do every year in the fall. So really collaboration is key. When we're working together collaboratively, we can accomplish far more than we can when we're all just kind of battling for our own needs individually.
Yeah. This is mine, stay away.
Absolutely.
I find that tourism sometimes leaves a bit to be desired because we're sitting on top of so much history in this state. It was a crossroads, and it continues to be, which will impact your organization as time passes.
Yes, absolutely. We've got some gems in Northeast Oklahoma when it comes to tourism, areas that we want to spotlight and invite the rest of the state and even beyond the borders of the state to discover. There's a lot of unknown places that should be discovered by Oklahomans.
If you have a chance to talk to, and I'm sure you do, someone who's not familiar with your work and what you're trying to accomplish, how do you engage them?
We have a lot of opportunities to engage, and I want to just say that our membership is comprised of community leaders, tribal leaders. We have a lot of nonprofits that are engaged with NORA, a lot of small businesses. We are really focused on providing support to entrepreneurs and businesses as well. And so kind of answering your question with a really good example of how people can engage, we are partnering with a consortium group known as Launch Rule OK, and we are hosting a series of small business conferences in 4 different locations throughout the state where entrepreneurs and small businesses can convene and gain more insight and resources that will help them be successful in their small business. The one in Northeast Oklahoma will be held in Old Mulgee on March 14th at OSU IT. And it has 2 tracks. We've got a track for entrepreneurs who have launched their business and are just looking for some additional support. The second track is for individuals who maybe have a concept of a business that they want to launch but haven't yet launched. And we've partnered with a group called Builders and Backers, who really are experts when it comes to providing resources for emerging entrepreneurs. And so that second track will help equip them to launch their business. And so this series of conferences is going to be exciting. It should help any individual who is an entrepreneur at whatever level they are at gain the resources and information that they need to be successful and sustainable in their small business endeavors.
We've got about 30 seconds left. If there's someone out there watching who has an interest in what you're about and the direction you're taking, how do they get in touch?
Interesting question. Our website is being redesigned as we speak, but the best way to find us right now is through Facebook. You can do a search for Northeast Oklahoma Regional Alliance and you'll be able to find us.
Well, thank you very much for coming by to visit, and keep us on your mailing list.
Absolutely.
Anytime anybody in your group makes a move, let old Sam know about it.
I will do it.
We'll try and put it on for you.
Thank you.
And we'll get you back down the road too. That's all the time we have for this edition of Perspectives. Thank you for being a part of it. I'll see you next time.